my point is if you find yourself afraid, if you find yourself confused, if you find yourself worried, if you find yourself doubting yourself and your abilities and you're having low self-esteem, I think the first place to go is to look at what parts of yourself you're rejecting. So let me just explain this a little bit more. So when we grow and we get older, we learn through life, we base our identity off of the reactions of others towards us and the expectations of our environment. So let's give an example. So if my dad would get mad every time that I'm making too much noise or I'm talking too much, or if I'm going outside and going a little bit too far out of the yard or etc., I am going to deem those parts of myself that want to go, for example, want to be heard, want to be loud or be expressive, or that part of me that wants to go outside of the limits that was created for me, as bad. These are not acceptable, because every time I do it, I get rejected by the very person who I needs love to survive. So there's a whole slew of traits and qualities and feelings that we have deemed unacceptable and rejected and pushed off from ourselves. And to create more clarity and trust in yourself and more confidence and belief in yourself, you must sit with yourself. You must look at your emotions. You must feel your body. You must, see how the inner workings in your body tell, or your thoughts say, hey, there will be parts of you that say, hey, you can't do that. Don't feel that. No. Come on, let's get back on board. No. Or if you start feeling sad, oh, don't you dare cry. That's not acceptable, etc. But these pieces are all part of being a human. And when you reject those pieces, then you reject aspects of yourself, good and bad. So what I mean by that is, say I am saying, I'm rejecting a part of myself that wants to cry, that wants to be sad. That part of myself isn't just the sadness that I'm rejecting. It's an actual part of myself, a fragment of myself that not only feels sad, but maybe feels sensitive, or maybe is more in tune with other people's emotions, or is more connected with the aspects of me that know when something is good for me or bad for me, because it starts to feel sad, or it knows when things are acceptable or unacceptable. So when I reject an aspect of me inside of myself that is crying, I'm also rejecting those pieces as well. So you see how this non-tolerance for all of the emotions and kind of disconnection from feeling ourselves can cause us to be confused and doubt ourselves, because we're in an internal battle with what's okay and what's not okay inside of us. And I'm not saying and I want to make this a point, sometimes when people are afraid of feeling their emotions because of what they might do in those places with their emotions. But if you just sit with yourself and you just sit there and you just feel your body, and you're just non-judgmental, and you're just in your body and feeling that space, you won't react.